if you did know, their mindset that we call them the poverty mindset. And I dare promise you, if you can try the best that you can from now, I'm making this video at the tail end of the March of 2024. You have like say 8 months. If you can eradicate this 7 mindset, by the time now you usher the 2025, I dare promise you one day you're gonna say, hey, guess what? Were it not for that video that I watched on Good Joseph's channel, I wouldn't be where I am today. So today I'm gonna, and not even today, right now, I'm gonna share with you 7 mindset or the poverty mindset that you need to avoid them immediately before you even usher the 2025 New Year, January, and whatever, and all those kind of things. All right. If it's the first time you're watching me, I'm gonna say thank you for clicking on. And if you're returning subscriber and also you're watching me through all the times, thank you for your eyeballs. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, like the video, and also comment down below. And if you're in a position to share this video with your group, the members, and everything. We must sanitize Africa. We must do the best thing we can for that to make sure that we change our mentality and our pockets at the same time. All right? Are you in a mission to do that? Thank you very much for doing so. Let's get to the business, all right? Here with me is a pen and this board and a camera to show you these things. The first thing that you're supposed to eradicate in your mind, and it is called, or is regarded as a poverty mindset, is called a victim mindset. Victim mindset. Victim mindset. What do you mean by victim mindset? Have you ever met somebody who says like, hey, guess what, we Africans, so we cannot be able to make it. Everything was stolen from us, from the Western people. You see, in Africa, you cannot make it in Africa. You have to go to Gulf countries. You have to get out of the Africa. You see, oh, our leaders does this. Oh, it does this. Oh, you see, because of our leaders, you have that victim mentality all the time. You feel like everyone is out there. They're trying the best they can to make sure that you don't make any money. And then you have this kind of a mentality like, hey, guess what? I am poor because someone is rich. Come on. Let me tell you one secret. It may be true we have bad leadership. It may be true in Africa some things happened back during the colonial era and all those kind of things. But does it mean now we cannot be? For example, I love the way Chinese does their things. Nobody here on this world is here to make sure that you're rich. Nobody. So get off that victim mindset. Believe you can do it. I know this sounds like a motivation. Yeah, let it be, even if it means it's a motivation. Make sure that you have a mindset of winning. Even though you graduated, you do not have a job, make sure that you have the mindset of winning. And I told you, if you lose hope, and if you feel like you're about to lose hope, always come to this channel and go watch my 3 years ago videos. And if you cannot get motivated, then I think your problem is far much bigger than our talents. It's true. It's true. But the reality is this: eradicate that poverty, or rather what you call the poverty mindset, called the victim mindset. Never have that victim mindset. Do you guys, I know you can relate to this. If you go back to your home, do you usually have like a brothers and sisters? Maybe the guy messed up their lives and they always feel like it's because of you. So you can't help me. So you are blessed. See, that's a very bad mindset. Eradicate that poverty mindset. You get what I'm saying? So you should not have it, right? Let's get to the business of the point number 2. The point number 2 here, as far as the mindset is called entitlement mindset. Entitlement mindset. See, what does it mean? See, when you have an entitlement mindset, it means that, hey, everybody should switch off everything. Have you ever come across some people who usually feel like everything should switch off and then all the wealth be distributed equally, and then we can all have what you call an equity and sort of a flat, playing ground and such kind of a thing. So you feel like you are entitled. Have you ever seen that kind of a thing? Have you ever seen somebody, maybe you are helping them to uplift themselves, and then they come to a point whereby they feel that they're entitled of you helping them? Have you ever met those kind of guys? Have you ever tried to sort of maybe help somebody in something, and then it comes to a point whereby now it's no longer your wish to help them, it's their right to do so? Have you ever come? You see, and I understand in one way or the other in our lives, we ever got ourselves in such a situation. I remember when I graduated, I used to have that kind of a thinking like, hey, guess what? I need to be helped. I need to be supported because you guys know the jobs are limited and all those kind of things. See, when you get entitlement mindset, you're going to get discouragements. And when you get the discouragement, guess what happens? You're likely to give up. See, even, by the way, this does not only apply to finances, even the social life. If you come on board, say you're getting married, you come with an entitlement. You see, I'm a queen, I'm supposed to be supported, I'm supposed to be made happy, a happy wife is a happy life, and all those kind of, my friend. And then you get slightly less than what you expected. Boom. The marriage is not there. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about marriage, I talk about money, but I'm just using it to explain my point. See, when you come in anything and everything with an entitlement mindset, you're gonna lose a lot. So do not have you see, you've been employed some few months ago in a given company, and then maybe they are paying you 30,000 or 20,000. Then you realize the CEO is making millions of money a day. And then you're like, hey, my goodness, why is that guy earning? For God's sake, that company was made, you are not there. You get what I'm saying? You're barely 2 months into that. Stop having the entitlement mindset, because you're going to rub shoulders with a lot of people, not only to yourself, but also to a lot of people. Let's go to the mindset number 3. The mindset number 3 is a mindset called the scarcity mindset. See, scarcity mindset simply means this mindset of believing like, hey, money is a limited commodity. You see, I come from a family which is a poor background. You see, in our family, we don't make it. I've never seen anybody who has ever made it in our lives, in our family members. Or my elder brother, our elder sister tried it. They never managed to do it. Or I come from a family whereby in our community is most the hated community in my country. Or guess what? Nowadays, I don't know. Africans, we are... Come on, you're not supposed to have that kind of a called the scarcity mindset. Let me tell you one secret. Money is in plenty. And whenever you hear people saying, hey, economy is bad, there is a crisis, I always ask this question. Where does the money go? When we say there is no money, where does it go? I'm going to ask this question again. When we say there is no money, where is it? Does it get out of planet Earth, goes to Mars or Pluto or whatever the place? Where does it go? And never talk about there is no money. Talk about you do not have money. There's a difference between not having money and there is no money. You get what I'm saying? You see, and I tend to think, see, back then I was almost buying the idea that there is no money, until you start interacting with the people. You go to these highways and you realize that there's a traffic jam each and every time. And then you're like, oh my goodness, all these are cars and there is no money here. These cars need fuel, need servicing. These cars need mechanics, need all those kind of things. It means there is money. The only problem that you're having, the formula that you're applying, it is the formula that is not applying, or is rather giving you enough money. Readjust and learn for you to relearn, and also apply that what you learn is new. See, go out there, interact with people, consume infotainment, get to know information, because nowadays information is what is making you cash. It's a simple start. It doesn't work. For example, you see somebody, uploads a single video on a YouTube, gets millions of views, they get 1,000, hundreds of thousands of US dollars, and then you think it's just a simple thing. No, there is a way big hard work behind that success. That's what you're supposed to understand. It has to start with hard work, combine it with smart work, and a time will come whereby you will even have a hard time actually making some cash. It is it. That is it. Does not have any other formula. So cease having this scarcity mindset. By the time you're showing up to the new year, don't have this mindset. Have the mentality of, I can do it, I can make it. Some people have done it. Money is there, money is in plenty, and all those kind of things. This idea that we borrowed when we were growing up from our parents, oh, money does not grow on trees, or you know what, once you get the money, save the money, save. They don't even talk about invest. Come on, don't save money. You cannot be able to grow wealth by virtue of you saving money. Okay? We have nobody who's in our track records that became wealthy by virtue of just savings. You save, you invest, you grow, you multiply, you repeat the process. That is exactly how you do it. Let's go to point number 4. The point number 4 is none other than having a mindset that is called a consumer mindset. You see, consumer mindset, that mindset of whenever you get the money. I've ever met some guys who get paid immediately. The first thing they think is about the closest mall from where they are, from where they have received their money from. I used to have this kind of a friend, yeah? I don't know whether you guys have ever shared with you, like back then when I used to be in campus, I used to be a tutor. I don't want to say I was a teacher. I was sort of a tutor or something of sort. See, in Kenya, we usually have this kind of a system whereby if you come from a certain high school and maybe you passed very well in your KCSE, that's like at the end year or whatever, the end term, and then they kind of call you back to school to teach one, whatever, that kind of a thing. So I remember I used to have this kind of a friend, and immediately, if that guy money gets in, maybe let's say we were walking, he would think the next shopping mall, or would think the next shop, what I just want to spend. You have that consumer mindset. It's a very bad mindset. Very bad mindset. This can actually deter you from actually achieving your goal. So avoid this consumer mindset. You can only consume or spend your money when you're doing what? You're investing. So if you have this consumer mindset, you're going to get yourself into lots of problems. So if you ask me, I would say, hey, go ahead and do something about that thing before the year 2025 shows up. Because let me tell you one secret. Even if you just wait the new year, you write new resolutions. How many resolutions have you wrote? Up to date. If I ask you a very simple question, where is the even booklet where you just wrote those resolutions? Are you following them? Don't be a joker. Number 5. Number 5 is none other than having a consumer mindset that is called a salary mindset. They can call this one as comfort mindset. Okay, comfort mindset. See, but not really as comfort per se. I'll describe this comfort mindset later, but let me just explain what is a salary mindset. There are these people who they work all the places looking for a job. They just want to get employed. They just work under somebody. They do not have the creator mindset. They just have what we call the salary mindset, because most of the universities that we have, not only in Kenya but throughout the world, just meets guys who just want to seek for job and all those kind of things. So avoid having this salary mindset. Am I saying that you should not go look for a job and resign? No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, yeah, you can be working somewhere, you're getting a salary, but the point in your head, you know very well, nobody employs you to become wealthy. So what you do is to make sure that you can plan yourself with what you're getting to create another thing out there. For God's sake, we are all creators. Remember, even the Bible says that we are God's image. Even the Bible, it confirms that we are like little gods. See, when I say little gods, obviously God is bigger and powerful than us. When I say we are little gods, we are just co-creators with God. You get what I'm saying? We are co-creators. So if you are co-creators, then when you work under somebody throughout your life, you're helping them to create, because that is our purpose. Remember the book of Genesis says we are supposed to do what? To subdue and multiply and fill the earth. To multiply and fill the earth is not a big deal. Anybody can do so. All right? Now, to subdue, that's where we draw the line. See, once you get employed by somebody, that's someone's dream whom you're riding on. All right? And nobody employs you to become wealthy. So what happens? You actually manage the salary that you get to also create and fulfill the God's purpose. And you're gonna be a God's proud son or a daughter. We got the point number 6. The point number 6, this is none other than the comfort that I said I'm going to explain. The comfort mindset is when you feel all these things that actually matters to you. When you eat, you drink, and maybe say you pay your rent, you're okay. Maybe you fuel your car if you have any, then you feel like everything is okay. You don't want to disturb your comfort. See, you're having some people who challenge you. I've ever met somebody as a client who told me, hey, my husband has a problem. What problem? My husband, he does not want to relate with people who are challenging him. Doesn't want to relate with people who are above him. They just want to he has a company. He doesn't want to be an outgoing individual. You see, when you work with different people who are above you, you get the challenged. Okay, sometimes you may have, like, let's say maybe you have like a 200,000, maybe you have $1 million bob in your pocket, maybe, and then you feel like, wow. When you compare yourself with people who are surrounds you, you feel like, hey, you are the wealthiest, you're okay, you've made it in life and such kind of things, until you go and relate to people who have 10, 20, 30, 100, and they're shut up, they are kept quiet. You feel like, oh my goodness, I think I'm way, 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 way far from achieving that thing. So the point is this: disturb the comfort. You can disturb this comfort by getting new friends who are actually challenging you. You can disturb your comfort by actually, perhaps if it must, you can migrate, of which it's not really a must, but you can migrate from one place to the other, change the environment and such kind of things. All right. But for me, if you ask me, I believe you can, provided with the right mind, you can make money from wherever you are. That's a reality. You can just make money from where you are. And you do not have to have the physical friends. You can have the social friends. For example, I have some friends whom I follow on social media. It's like I'm part of their lives. I listen to what they talk about. I wait from whatever they're gonna upload, and I follow them each and every day. Those are the kind of guys you should have for you to get challenged. Okay. And number 7, the last one but not the least, is having a mindset that is called insured and assured mindset. See, a mindset of playing safe. Have you got somebody who mindset of playing safe? You know, you don't want to invest. Even if you were to invest, you always ask a lot of questions. Hey, will it work? Has it ever worked before? Hey, by the way, did you do your research well? I mean, seriously, I mean, how sure are we? Can we lose our money? How are we gonna see? When you have that kind of a mindset, they're assured and assured. Some people are gonna take advantage of you on this, and I'm not gonna name names here. Okay, so the point is this: understand that the life that you're living on, it's all risky, and if it's all risky, then you have to go ahead and try something. Anything and everything, it has its own risks. So you have to make sure that, hey, guess what? For me to actually, see the beauty of the other side, it means that then I have to do something that I've never done. That's a reality. That's a fact. Someone talks about shares, go buy those shares. Okay, someone talks about businesses, go start those businesses. Someone talks about sacrificing, living below your means, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, you get what I'm saying? So it has to be accompanied with the success, right? Or rather with risky, because this is what we say, it's like a flap. See, one side of life is actually risky, but if you go over it, you get the success on the other side. And what we do in life is to try the best as we can. Don't sit on fence. You see, when you sit on fence, it means you're taking neither side. Come on, you have to do something, you have to try. Unless you try something, that's the time you can realize a difference. I hope I made sense on that. Anyway, that marks the end of this video, but never forget this: do something as far as your life is concerned, and avoid this 7 mindset before we clock in the 2025th year, because guess what? let's proclaim that's going to be the biggest year of our lives. But even if we proclaim and you still have this kind of a mindset, you usher the new year with all this kind of a mindset, even if you write your resolutions how many times, you're not going to make it. The difference between me and maybe your preacher and pastor, I don't sell hope. I tell you the truth. You're not going to make it true. You have to change the mentality on this. Even if you proclaim is your year, you just have a hope. Hope is a good breakfast, but a poor dinner. Start with hope and never end with hope. See, have hope, yes, I don't disagree, but having hope and also actualize and practice all those kind of things, and that's how you manage to actually conquer this secrecy of creating some cash out there. Anyway, don't forget, watch this video and also make sure that you click that like button, share this video to your friends, because once you do that, the YouTube algorithms pushes it and makes a lot of people watch it, and that's how we change and transform lives. Okay, for now it's a goodbye, and never forget, my number is always on the description of this specific video. You can pick it up, give me a call, text me, or you can shoot me an email, and then we can have a discussion about the same things. Okay, for now it's a goodbye. See you in the next one.